Hey there, everybody. It's Carolyn. How you doing? I'm doing pretty well. I want to show you something that really kind of gripes me about Family Search, and it's informed the way that I search for information. So here I am. I'm in the Family Tree app from Family Search. I am LDS, which is important because being LDS affords you the ability to do some stuff in Family Search or in conjunction with Ancestry that you can't do otherwise. Otherwise, it would mean having multiple screens open on either a phone like this or on a computer and flipping back and forth between them to add data. But being LDS does you one better on that. So first off, what am I looking for? I'm looking for her death date. All I know is that she probably died in the United States and that it must have been after 1950. How do I know that? Because having added all of the information here, the last logical record, the last record that makes any sense that I've been able to find is the 1950 census, which is reflected here. So, and you can see it in the sources. Got all kinds of stuff. There we go. The census from 1950. So one of the things that I do is I enter, even though I kind of hate doing it, the information in the death field, at least the country that I'm pretty clear that a person died in, although even that isn't necessary, but the year. And my reason for putting in after 1950 is to explain that she appears in the 1950 census, but not in records thereafter. So that's all I know about when she died. She probably died in Champaign, Illinois, because she was there in 1950, but hey, you know, maybe not. Maybe she was widowed and she moved back to Indiana, where she was from. I don't know. Anyway, the search that I do is two-ply. The first thing I do is I go to Family Search to search records. So I go to let's do that again. The three dots in the upper right, tap it, go to search records, and then I choose Family Search. Now, this is what you don't have if you're not LDS. I have the ability to search all of these places, Ancestry, MyHeritage, Find My Past, GenieNet, and Philae, because we get free memberships to all of them. The church has paid for a license for all members in good standing to be able to access these other websites. So the first thing I do is I'm going to look at Family Search, and this is the very top is her profile that I have. Then you can see, okay, so there are things that I have applied to her because they are, in fact, her. Then all of a sudden, here comes Anna Marie Wagner. What do we have in common with her? The Anna? She was buried in Illinois. Okay, different name, different birth date, different, or probably different, death date, and yet she gets pulled up almost immediately in the list. Then we have lots of Mariannes, Kavanaugh, Gribben, Marionette Kavanaugh, Mary A. Green Kavanaugh. But look, these people are not her, and they're not in the same place. We've got Pennsylvania, Massachusetts, a Find a Grave that's in Rhode Island. We've got Ohio coming in, Baltimore, Milwaukee. This woman never lived in any of these places. Chicago. She might have been buried in Chicago, but she's not Anna Marie Wagner. This is how crummy the search tool is in Family Search. So let me show you what's better. I go to the triple dots in the upper right. I tap on search records. Now I'm going to tap on Ancestry. This is something that I can do that if you're not LDS, you can't do. I'm sorry, but that's the way the world works. It's not fair. I tap on Ancestry and I search. This is what comes up. A tree with her in it. Of course, I don't trust it, and it only says 1950 for her death, and I don't know why that is, and I don't even want to look at the tree because, frankly, the capitalized last name rubs me the wrong way. And as we all know, other people's trees are crap. Sorry, sounds like I was just discovering that, but it is. Now let's look at the actual records that are brought up. Here's Mariana Frances Cardiff in marriages. Here's another Mary F., which is Mary Frances, because she's Frances as well as Anna in her middle name. And look at all these records. There is no other person, there is no other person in there. By the way, this marriage index is totally wrong. It's not Covington, Illinois. Oh my gosh. Anyway, so I keep going, and here's more and more and more of stuff that pertains to her. Then we start to get into, like the U.S. African American newspapers. That's not her, I am pretty sure, but publication date is in 1900, and that's not what I'm looking for anyway. I'm looking for a death record that occurs in or after 1950. Then we've got Wales newspapers. That's not her. And it's Mr. Marianne Cardiff. I don't know how that one worked out. At any rate, most of these actually do or could pertain to her. That is why I use the flip back and forth thing in FamilySearch. And I don't trust FamilySearch for a primary search. I actually really go there secondarily. So I'm going to go back. I'm going to flip over into that window. We have no more information now than we did when I started this, but I wanted you to see that if you're having trouble, you might want to get next to an LDS person and have them help you out with a little research, because going back and forth between those two websites is exactly that simple. That's that. Talk to you soon. Bye.